It's
just
literally like insurance, bro.
it really
That's
is.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
just
Bro's
like
insurance. Bro's
we're
Mr.
gonna pay
Insured.
you money, and we hope we don't ever need to actually use you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
Bro's
He's
Geico.
literally
Yeah.
insurance.
Bro's
Whit
literally Geico.
Neubauer
Yeah,
is
literally.
insurance. Um, so we got this new transfer quarterback from Mercer, which is awesome. You'd love to get a quarterback from Mercer University at OU in the SEC. He threw for 1,400 yards last year, 12 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Jackson Arnold stats last year: 1,421 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks. We literally got the exact same player. I'm sure this is to fill in the guy who transferred out. What was his name?
Cole Gonzalez.
Canoli. Oh,
Cole
Gonzalez.
Cannoli is crazy.
Um,
Cole Gonzalez.
Cannoli.
Cole Gonzalez. Why did he come here in the first place? I don't care. He probably was promised a backup job, and Michael was too raw for that. So give Michael his flowers. But yeah, what are we doing? Why are we getting another JA? And
Yeah.
maybe some depth in the QB room. Maybe
I mean,
do you
calling him
want him
another
on the field
JA is
taking
generous.
snaps? Like I just maybe, bro. Maybe he's here for the drip. But like even then, why did we offer him? He's on scholarship. You're telling me we gave a full ride scholarship to a Mercer quarterback that put up Jackson Arnold numbers in Mercer's conference?
Yeah, that's facts.
It's not like he put up Jackson Arnold numbers in the SEC, which were already piss poor and terrible.
Hey, bro,
He
low
put him up in
key.
Mercer's conference.
Low key versus Alabama. 15 for 22 for 140 and a tutty.
That's
J-
almost JA.
That's JA.
Bro's literally Jackson Arnold 2.0.
And you know
And
what
Jackson's
JA
a
was?
5-star, and this
But-
guy's from Mercer.
But. JA was but.
Yeah, I don't want to hate on the new quarterback, okay? Maybe they're seeing something we don't know. And you know what? He could be a good guy. I don't know. But the stats, dude, they're literally identical. And bro was playing in Mercer's conference.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't understand. I mean, I think it's tough to say. Like, how many scholarships do you want to give out for that quarterback position? You know,
Max
that's my
3.
thing. That's the
Max
great. That's
three.
the
Like
that's the
3 or
question
4.
today.
Yeah.
Because, but I also don't know because they're like getting rid of walk-ons. Like that's a thing right now. I don't know exactly the details, but like the NCAA is like actively getting rid of the idea of walk-on because of NIL, really.
Yeah.
So eventually rosters are going to be like under 90 players, and every single one of them will be scholarship. There won't be 120 person rosters anymore. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. I personally, it's hard to say because I don't want to go into the season with 2 quarterbacks and then like one guy that's like literally the end of the world if he touches the field. I'd rather have a guy like this that, okay, are we going to win championships with this guy? No. But if he does, for some terrible reason, have to step on the field for some snaps, it wouldn't like just literally like in the world. It
Yeah.
wouldn't debilitate the offense completely. He is a college quarterback. He is a D1 quarterback. But using a scholarship on that, when you have, it's tough. It's tough. 3 is probably the magic number, honestly, I would say. 3 is like the max, I would say. Using 4 scholarships on quarterbacks, unless you have a Texas situation where you have Quinn and Arch and then like somebody else that's a 4-star.
Yeah.
But in our situation, I think 3 is
3
probably
and 2
fine.
walk-ons. That's the best fit. Have 5 guys in the room. 3 and 2 walk-ons.
3 and 2 walk-ons is probably pretty solid.
That makes like the most sense.
Yeah, I need to revisit the whole like if they're getting rid of walk-ons for good or whatnot. It was just a whole thing that they were talking about for the longest time. But yeah, it's a weird thing it's a weird position to be in. We're getting to the point where it's like the NFL, where it's like, all spring and summer you have like 150 billion man roster, and then deadline comes and it's like 87. Cut it right now. Cut it down to 87.
Cut, and cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I know this is kind of an later news. It's been out for a while, but I don't understand getting a guy. This would make sense if this stat line was from a guy that came from Georgia, Bama, powerhouse, Power 4 school. Makes sense. I would understand it more. Like a freshman, a true freshman that put up those numbers at a Power 4 school, a solid football school. I would say, okay, that means there's probably potential.
Yeah.
But this guy played 9 games at Mercer, like 6 full games, and we said, man, this guy can really help us out. He can help us win. He's 6'6", 220. Are we looking at size? But
That's big.
that's a big guy. He's big.
Big
He's a big dude.
He's huge.
But I don't get the G5 super low level guys that we're getting. It doesn't make sense to me
Yeah.
because it has yet to pan out. And I
Yeah.
don't know if something had panned out with a guy like that, okay, but it hasn't.
Well, to your point, like it's not even just G5s, it's lower tier G5s.
Literally,
G5s. Like we're not even getting like guys like it'd be different getting guys from like Coastal Carolina or like Tulane or something like that. But Mercer, bro,
they play
like
Princeton.
what?
They play Princeton.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's actually like insane.
They're in the same conference as Rhode Island
Yeah.
and Maine.
Maine,
Maybe
yeah,
bro's
Maine's in
raw.
there.
Maybe he's raw and we just don't see something. I don't know. I wish I would have played college football. I could have gone to Mercer as a walk on and then get a freebie at OU. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Go play at OU. I don't know. I don't want to hate on the guy because it sounds like I'm hating. I Jim Nagy might be seeing something we don't see, but I just don't understand it personally. We don't need another quarterback. We got plenty of quarterbacks. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the only thing about getting these like really low level G5 guys is that they're cheap. And maybe Jim Nagy is
Yeah.
like, why should I go spend money on anything other than cheap? Because it's like,
Yeah.
will he ever see the field? Like you could spend, $500,000 on a solid third string. That's
Yeah.
$500,000 down the drain. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
$500,000 down the drain because he's never going to see the field. I mean, in all hopes, he would never see the field. So yeah. I mean, I think probably the big idea is like this guy's probably going to get on the standard OU and IL package, 40 grand a year or something, 50 grand a year. I don't know what they do, but he's probably going to get the vet minimum and
At minimum.
yeah, and just ride and be the third string. And
Yeah.
I think I think everybody in the facilities and even including him probably is hoping that he never sees the field. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
That's
kinda
insane
just the nature of the third string.
to have that mindset and be like, I'm gonna go get him though. I hope he never touches the field, but I really want him on my team.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
That's
I
just
get what you're
weird
saying. Like, I
scholarship.
get what you're. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's like, bro,
yeah,
It's
go
crazy.
get somebody
it's
that you
crazy
see
to think
some
about.
promise.
Yeah.
like I literally don't want him to play, but please come to you.
Yeah.
yeah. It is a
But-
weird. It is yeah. Now that you're mentioning that, it is a weird concept to be like, I'm hoping this guy never sees a snap.
Yeah.
But please come to OU. I'll give you all these resources, all this money. Yeah, and a scholarship.
Just in
spot.
case the most insane, absurd situation happens where you actually have to get on the field.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. That's a
It's
weird.
a weird position to be in for both him and everybody up at the facilities, but that's just the nature of third string quarterback.
And if I get it because I would probably do it too. Is that as soon as these guys, even Jamarco Carter, the wide receiver transfer we got from McNeese,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Him, I'm okay on because his numbers are solid. Like he put
Yeah.
up decent numbers. But as soon as you see that OU hit your phone, you see that call, you're
Mhm.
saying, "Oh, bet I'm gone,"
Yeah.
because that's that's what you dream of. I was just at
Mhm.
Mercer, and now I'm going to be in Norman, Oklahoma at OU.
Yeah.
I'm him. I'm him. That's
quarterback,
A
like-
quarterback.
A quarterback at OU.
But
Another
I
thing
feel
to
like-
think of,
Yeah.
yeah,
go
another
ahead.
thing on top of that is like their development here is going to be
Yeah.
8x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I get it. So I get it from a player perspective, but from a coach's, it's just like, what are you? Unless you literally think this kid is the next Patty Mahomes, Tom Brady, I maybe go fill another position that we actually need some work on. So a more position that you need more depth in. Maybe go
Yeah.
get a corner. Go get a 6'6" corner, guys. I would love that.
I really feel like their decision making was just if Michael and John Mateer go down, who do we have?
Yeah.
Let's get somebody that at least has some decent numbers that can be super cheap.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
don't
why they
think-
got Witt.
I don't think they're looking for like promise. Honestly, I think they're just looking like I get that. I get you want that, but I don't think that's what they're thinking about. I think they're thinking like we need a bang for your buck budget, no money spent squad on 2K on Madden
Budget beast,
Mobile.
bro. They need a
no money
budget
spent
beast.
squad QB. This
Budget
guy
beast.
is like when you are just starting out on Madden Mobile and you look up on YouTube what's the best
Budget,
quarterback card under 1K VC. Under
bro.
1K
It was
Madden.
the 79 overall, 97 speed Dree Archer
Yeah.
Halloween edition on
Mhm.
Madden Mobile, bro.
Yes, that's who this guy is. And all respect to him. He's got his place in the world. And just
Yeah.
like you were saying, dude, for him, you get that call from OU, you put on that
Oh, yeah.
gear, man. So kind of a win-win for both sides because both sides get one side gets the dream to go to OU, and the other side they're filling up that roster spot.
It's
just
literally
in
like
case.
insurance, bro.
It really
That's
is.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's just
Bro's
like
insurance. Bro's
we're
Mr.
gonna pay
Insured.
you money, and we hope we don't ever need to actually use you,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro's
He's
Geico.
literally insurance.
Bro's
Whit
literally
Neubauer
Geico.
is
Literally.
insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh, I
we're gonna
hope he
pay you
doesn't watch
money
this
for a
and find out
year,
he's
and we
insurance.
pray that we don't have to deal with you,
Bro is Jake from State Farm.
The Geico lizard, bro. Literally.
The
bro.
Geico
No, bro,
lizard.
bro is
Bro.
State Farm.
Flo from Progressive.
Bro is State Farm.
Flo
He's
is
not
crazy.
Jake from State Farm. He is
Bro
State
is
Farm.
State Farm.
Bro's all state, bro. I'm telling you.
If
Are you in
if
good
poop
hands?
hits the fan, I don't want to call him
That's
because I
facts.
know he's not going to give me what I need.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, that's actually not in our policy. I can't complete 10 passes. That's not in the policy package I signed with.
Yeah.
Bro's Davis Bevel. Low-key,
Oh gosh,
honestly.
dude. Yeah. Never.
should got another
I was
Davis
just about
Bevel.
to
Dude, I
say
don't think
that.
anybody can get worse than Davis Bevel, bro.
Bro, same build, bro.
I-
6'6".
He might
Davis
be
Bevel.
better. Dude, I never mind. Never mind.
Don't even
I
don't even go down that road, bro. Because we're
Never
going
mind.
forever.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just,
not even gonna-
I, the darkest day in OU history, truly the darkest day in OU history.
yeah,
I don't think anybody will ever be able to talk me down from this. The darkest day in OU history was Davis Bevel starting OU Texas.
yeah.
Darkest day in OU
Dude,
history.
That was my first OU Texas as a student, bro.
Yeah.
I had to watch Davis Bevel start at OU Texas in my first OU Texas as a student.
Yep.
That was the most miserable. Yeah, I don't want
Yep.
to talk about it anymore.
All right, Pod. Well, we've already done enough
Yeah.
damage on this guy. So.
Yeah. Whit,
Welcome
look,
to
dude,
welcome to OU.
Welcome to OU.